Welcome to another episode of the Bass Journey. I pretty much got a rant today. I think that bass players should have a union. Um, we're pretty much like the least listened to. Um, from what I can see, like as far as doing research on music, like a lot of bass players don't get credit for the songs that they played on. Like this has been like a really big thing throughout history where people don't know who the bass player is because the bass player doesn't get credit a lot of times. So I think if we had a bass players union, we could cut down on a lot of that. I had a band that I used to play with, they stole a song from me. And I feel like it's so easy to write a bass player off of something because people don't normally pay attention to the bassist. And bass guitar is like insanely difficult. Um, that's something else I wanted to say that like don't be so hard on yourself when you're learning bass or when you're trying to learn new techniques. Like it is a really difficult instrument. I've played violin, I've played some cello, I've played like some guitar and stuff, and I really got to say that like bass is easily the most difficult instrument that I've ever tried to play. And so, don't be so hard on yourself when you're like having writer's block or finding it difficult to come up with new things. It's not really an easy thing to do. But you see, that's why it kind of bothers me, like the times where I come up with things that I think sound good, it's like so far and few in between. And so to have somebody just kind of like steal that from me, you know what I mean? Like in a way, it's like, wow, amazing. And I just think that if we had a bass players union, we could go to the union and we could be like, hey, they're not really giving me credits on this material or they're infringing on my rights with this song that I wrote or helped write. And then the union could like deal with that kind of thing because it just seems like it's a thing that happens to bass players a lot more than other musicians, specifically in like rock and roll and well the music industry in general, not just rock and roll. So just an interesting take, something that I've been thinking about for a while. What do you guys think? um Put it in the comments. Do you think bass players should have a union? Do you think it's something that we should talk about? um why not?